Hey, what's up, everyone? Thanks for tuning in. I've got a great topic for you today. Answering a question from one of my awesome viewers about the life of the greatest, Muhammad Ali. This is a journey from a young kid in Louisville, Kentucky, to a global icon. So let's get into it. The beginning. A stolen bicycle and a life-changing meeting. Born Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. on January 17, 1942, in Louisville, Kentucky, Ali grew up in a segregated America. His family was a part of the black middle class, but he was still a child in a country that was racially divided. So how does a kid who's a sign painter's son become the most famous boxer in the world? It all started with a stolen bike. When he was just 12 years old, his beloved red and white Schwinn bicycle was stolen. A young, upset Cassius went to report the theft to a police officer named Joe Martin. He was so angry he told Martin he was going to whoop the person who took his bike. As it turned out, Joe Martin wasn't just a police officer. He also trained young boxers at a local gym. Martin told the young Cassius that if he was going to beat anyone up, he'd better learn how to fight first. This one conversation led to Cassius starting his training, and a new legend was born. The rise of the champion. From amateur to Olympic gold, Cassius Clay was a natural. He was incredibly fast, with footwork that looked more like dancing than boxing. He quickly rose through the amateur ranks, winning multiple Golden Gloves titles. His amateur record was incredibly impressive, with a staggering 134 wins and only 7 losses. His ultimate amateur achievement came in 1960 at the Rome Summer Olympics. At just 18 years old, he won the gold medal in the light heavyweight division. He famously wore the medal everywhere he went and proudly declared, "I am the world's greatest." It was a taste of the swagger and confidence that would define his entire career. Professional career and a new identity. After the Olympics, Clay turned pro and began his journey toward the heavyweight championship. He was known for his quick wit and his trash talk in a way no one had seen before. He'd rhyme about his opponents, predict the round he'd knock them out in, and generally make a spectacle of every fight. He backed it all up with his incredible talent in the ring. In 1964, at the age of 22, he got his first shot at the heavyweight title against the feared Sonny Liston. Liston was a formidable, intimidating champion, and most people didn't give Clay a chance. But in a massive upset, Clay won by technical knockout in the 7th round. Immediately after his victory, he made a shocking announcement. He had joined the Nation of Islam and was changing his name. He rejected his slave name of Cassius Clay and was given the name Muhammad Ali. This was a hugely controversial decision at the time, but for Ali, it was a pivotal moment in reclaiming his identity and embracing his religious and cultural beliefs. The exile and the return Ali's career was at its peak, but in 1967, his beliefs once again put him on a collision course with the American establishment. He was drafted into the U.S. Army to fight in the Vietnam War. Ali famously refused, citing his religious beliefs as a conscientious objector. He declared, "I ain't got no quarrel with them Viet Cong." For this refusal, he was stripped of his heavyweight title and banned from boxing for over 3 years, during what should have been the prime of his career. It was a massive sacrifice, but he stood by his principles. When he was finally allowed to return to the ring in 1970, many wondered if he'd still have the magic. He did. Over the next decade, he participated in some of the most legendary fights in boxing history. These included the fight of the century and the Thrilla in Manila against his fierce rival Joe Frazier, and the iconic Rumble in the Jungle against George Foreman. In 1974, he reclaimed the heavyweight title by defeating Foreman in Zaire, becoming the first boxer to win the heavyweight title 3 times. The final rounds and legacy Ali retired from boxing for good in 1981 with a professional record of 56 wins and 5 losses. His later life was marked by a long public battle with Parkinson's disease, a condition that many believe was a result of the countless blows he took to the head during his career. While the disease slowed his body and slurred his speech, it could never extinguish his spirit. He became a global humanitarian and a symbol of peace, traveling the world as a United Nations messenger of peace. He was chosen to light the Olympic cauldron at the 1996 Atlanta Games, a powerful and moving moment that showed the world he was still the greatest. Muhammad Ali passed away on June 3, 2016 at the age of 74. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what other legendary athletes you want to hear about. Peace.